Kawhi Leonard, and what a job Zaire Smith going from where he was in high school a year ago to being a first-round pick. Here's our starting lineup. Zaire Smith will be in the starting lineup. Jonah Bolden, center over on ESPNU earlier. We just had the Charlotte Hornets with a one-point win over Oklahoma. Spent a year and a half with the Nets, last season and a half with the Washington Wizards. On the drive, Henry denied. Philadelphia running out. Korkmaz uncorks a three and has the first basket of the game. Tournament as well for Turkey.
The one thing about Sixers, they need shot makers to open up the floor so that Ben Simmons can do what he does best, and that's kind of facilitate getting the lane to make plays. And if you shrink, guys are going to make shots, and Korkmaz shooting it effortlessly.
Jabari Bird's got a nice stroke. And J.J. Redick re-signing. That's a big second one-year contract.
To me, that's absolutely huge because not only J.J. Redick's shot making, but his ability to coach a lot in the NBA draft.
Yes.
The #1 pick, and yet he has to refine his shot making, his confidence. And look, he's a young, developing player. He got drafted by the right team because they have such a good locker room. They've got such a good culture. But, he's an if. And he's got to you are. And if he loves the game, he's got a chance to be the steal of the draft. If he doesn't love the game, he's going to be a guy that just had tremendous potential. DeAndre Ayton is the real deal, and he's going to continue to get better because it's the first time he's ever been coached. Really been coached by Sean Miller.
Three-point shot, no good for Devondrick Walker. Into the game. Well, Eddie, right on cue. Seth Green, 13 of their 15 points. They picked up, Philadelphia did, Bielitsa. They signed him as Williams' first two from the Summer League comes up.
The way the Celtics play and the culture that they have, they get lost in each other, which is so important.
With a one-handed runner late in the shot clock, offensive rebound, put back, Demetrius Conger.
Watch Landry Shamet, #5 for Philadelphia, played at Wichita State. Greg Marshall does a really good job of teaching his guys, and if he can't make shots, his chances to earn a roster spot diminish significantly.
Isaiah Miles hitting a three in late in the season with the Celtics. Got the final shot here. Takes it all the way to the rim. Looked like it was out of his hands before that Sacramento Kings pick that they got from Philadelphia, the Markelle Fultz. That actually turned out to be pretty good, didn't it? As Shamet hits the three-pointer there.
To the NBA level. Now, he was absolutely terrific this year. You saw him grow in his confidence. You saw him grow in his role. Here's my question for you. You live, eat, and breathe this. I live and eat, and breathe college basketball. If Hayward and Kyrie were playing this past year, does he grow the way he was? Smith in the game, Korkmaz, and
McCullough getting by Henry. Great job coming over. Shemi Ojale the ball.
They've got to understand who they are and how they win. And they've got to play to their strengths and not expose what they can't do over the course of the summer league.
Zaire Smith.
Crushing story, though. We went from a Cinderella story to absolutely just, great for Zaire Smith. Unbelievable.
What a job, as you pointed out, Chris Beard has done. What a great pass to Yabusele from Jabari Bird.
Good player coming out of high school.
Remarkable story. Got better as the year went on.
And he's drafted on potential and athleticism.
Ojale.
20 rebound games, so that will be a terrific matchup.
Shamet missing the three here. Boston trying to run out. It's Ojale dropping the shoulder through contact. That might be, that's just pretty uncanny what Draymond can do.
Or that annoying ability.
Well, that you got to go a long way for. 14-year-old boys and girls teams from around the world. U.S. regional tournaments tip off in May. Winning teams advance to compete at ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex in August. To learn more, visit. Here comes Zaire Smith. Pass in the corner to fellow first-rounder Landry Shamet.
I thought he was a steal in the second round.
2 3-pointers so far in his Summer League debut for his 6 points. And a 3-pointer for the Celtics. Good for This is on the 3. Long rebound. And the Celtics come away with it.
More of a catch and shoot 3-point shooter.
Ojale with a triple. That's right. And think about in most other cases, or in many other cases, as Jonah Bolden finishes there, and the next guy comes in and rides the wave. At least he's having a chance to ride the wave here. Eddie Nice, off the curl, moving.
Eddie's ability to turn in on the catch and plant that left foot and elevate, he can do that.
Hey, Devondrick Walker
from the Utah Jazz, my rookie of the year, because Ben Simmons was not a rookie, he was a redshirt rookie.
Okay. You were a Donovan Mitchell guy.
Donovan Mitchell, and then, for the rest of this one.
All right, George, thank you very much. As Perrier Henry tries a baseline spinner. Jackson going deep. Finds Korkmaz, who was hot in the first half, and delivers here.
Gets it off pretty quick. Interesting who he guards.
Yeah. As Henry drives down the lane and scores.
He's a 6'8" with Division of Lonzo Ball. Now, he's not a point guard. He's a second side playmaker.
That's a good point.
I mean, we only think the American guys have guys. I mean, so where are we going with it? Testy, come on, help me.
And he was in Brooklyn for the draft on a Thursday. How about Henry with the crossover? At the shot clock, the Sixers. Played at Colorado. Was a late addition to this Sixers roster. Oh, great finish by Norvel Pell. Waiting to like Dikembe. Going into Pell against the small. Finishes as the ball hung on the rim for him. That's how the Chicago Bulls were back in the 90s, right? In the mid-90s, on their way to
There's a guy named
six
Kerr on that
championships.
team.
I believe there was, who hit a big shot.
Don't you love his demeanor, though? Because he's not afraid to challenge his team, and he'll pick his spots and call guys, his teammates out. But the manner in which he does it, every time that guy shoots it.
Kadeem Allen leaving it for Yabusele, who throws it down. The dancing bear with the dunk. And then came over to the main Red Claws in the G League of the Boston
He was the
Celtics.
16th pick in the draft.
He
the
was.
16th pick.
That was a
Got
high
that one
pick,
right.
and he comes off of 2 high screens early. Isaiah Miles on the baseline against Demetrius Conger. Fades, fires, and hits. He was about 4 to 6 weeks from getting back to where he was in rehab. But by all accounts, remember, we saw him shooting from a chair at one point, and then we saw him dribbling, hadn't really run or jump.
Basically finding Brad Stevens and giving him the opportunity to become who he is today.
Able to knock down the jumper. Utah, who's got range from the perimeter, misses. Able to chase down his miss, and with a left hand hooks it in.
Isn't what it needs to be, especially in traffic.
Here's Jonah Bolden down low.
They're going to end up playing a little more undersized.
Korkmaz, step back, another
12 times.
Great summer league debut here in 2018 for Korkmaz as Jabari Bird working inside.
Play him in the mid-post, and he drives it much better than you think. Kevin Knox's game will transition to the NBA seamlessly.
Counted and one for the Boston
Summer League in Utah. He's signing autographs. He's right there helping those young players transition. I mean, are you a shoes or no shoes guy?
I'm a shoes guy.
Because you're playing shoes.
That and I need the extra inches. Korkmaz again! Miles.
How about the reaction every time he shot fakes?
He's got the fans engaged, and Martin delivering. Here's the lead. 2 minutes to go. Bird against Korkmaz. Wards him off. Second effort. Who does it again? Hassan Martin going to the line. A chance at another three-point play. Yabusele. Unabated to the rim, throws it down. Shemi Ojale finding Yabusele. He's going to step back. 3 to shoot. Contested 3 is good. 9 seconds to shoot, 22 seconds to play. Korkmaz floater goes down, 40. Point game again, 13 seconds to go. Miles stepping into a 3, missing it. Yabusele will chase it down, and that's going to do it. Celtics are going to get a win in their summer league debut, 95-89 the final over the Philadelphia 76ers, overcoming a 40-point night for Furkan Korkmaz. Shemi Ojale, 16 points. Jabari Bird with 14 points to lead a more balanced scoring effort for the Boston Celtics.
They had a number of different